Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Scraptember. So today's prompt is floral, and that means we're going to try out a paper pad. So have only done a few layouts with this bad boy, but I do have a lot of it in here. So I will find some photos and then we'll do this. I'm not exactly sure what to do. I mean, we gotta find the photos, so let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so we've got the paper pad. We got the photo of Christopher and I am just going to flip through this bad boy and pull out some things and see what I can figure out. I was trying to use some of the pre-printed papers. I really liked that blue, how our photos looked on that blue with those kind of heathered sweaters that we're wearing. But ultimately, I don't go with the blue because I decided to bring in this blue with this cut apart. So I am going to trim this bad boy down. I'm going to use the side with the floral and then also the humper border part. Now, fun fact, I thought I was just going to fussy cut out the humper border and make that happen. And I decide that I'm not going to fussy cut the humper border. I decide that I'm going to actually get my humper border stencil. And these humps are much larger than the humps on the border. But you know what? I don't have to worry about it because I'm going to get the humps and I'm going to get that shiny bit of the paper. And it's perfect, right? Like, if I decide to get a smaller humper border stencil ever, I actually have one, but it's got some holes in it where it's like a hollow humper border stencil. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So I decided to do this, and I like the way it turned out. I really like the way it turned out. And funnily enough, the little embossing part that is on this humper border stencil that usually doesn't come out on the paper came out on it this time, and I think that that is super fun. Now, I am going back and forth trying to figure out, did I want to just use these two papers? Did I want to bring in something else? So I go back into the paper pad to flip through. I feel like when I'm doing these shall we try paper pad videos, I'm using mostly paper pad. And I think I'm a little over that method. I think what I'm going to start doing is what I love to do, and that is mix and match lines and collections. So I am trying out this floral wreathy bit. And I'm like, okay, is this going to be too much? Is this not going to be enough? What is going to, like, be the thing, right? Like, what is going to be the thing? So it says, good things take time to grow. I don't need that sentiment. Honestly, like, the sentiments that scrapbooking companies use over and over and over again kind of drive me crazy, and I hate them, okay? Bloom and grow, like, water your flowers, like whatever these things are that they say just drive me up the friggin' wall, people. So I am going to fussy cut the outside of this floral wreath, and then I'm also going to fussy cut the inside of the floral wreath because bloom where you're planted. Yeah, bloom where you're planted. Good things take time to grow. You know, like, bleh. That's how I feel about it. Like, if I want a floral line or floral decorations, why do you have to say bloom and grow? Why do you have to say that? It's giving me heart palpitations, you guys. Okay, so like I said, I am going to fussy cut outside of this. It is not going to be a super fantastic, super tight fussy cut. There's going to be a good amount of the pattern paper that it is resting on behind it, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I am also going to fussy cut out the inside because that's the part that I really just don't like. Now, I think what I might do with the other wreath pattern that is in the paper pad, is instead of fussy cutting out the inside and the outside, the plan will be just to fussy cut the inside and maybe make a big old shaker pocket or something like that with it. I think that is what my next vision for this particular piece of paper will be. If you guys remember, I went through this paper pad and said that there were a certain amount of papers I definitely would use, a certain amount of papers I would, and some that were like, nah. But I'm still going to try to use as many as humanly possible. So this floral over top of this green paper is a little busy. You don't have to point that out to me because I see it and I agree with you. This layout is definitely a little busy. And that's okay, right? Like sometimes I like a nice, clean, crisp, can't even speak right now, a clean, crisp layout. Sometimes I like layouts that are like busy and have no business even being made. And sometimes it's just like, whatever. And this is one of those busy ones. I am going to map my photo on this kind of shimmery green paper, just trimming down that photo a little bit. I'm just giving it a very, very small photo mat. It's not going to have a big honkin' photo mat because realistically, I want you to see as much of these florals as possible. So as you can see, this is busy. We could have toned down the busy big time, and I do mean big time by placing the floral wreath and that vertical strip on a more solid background paper, or even something that had a smaller repeat pattern, right? This, if you look at it, does seem to be a pretty small repeat pattern. It's not huge, but you could have done something that was even smaller. Now, I am deciding to camouflage this because I've committed to using this paper, and evidently my ATG is sticking like a mother trucker. And I did say mother trucker, Trucker. I don't want to get reported or demonetized for saying mother trucker when I didn't actually curse. Anyway, I am going to use some of my tool to kind of camouflage this out. And as you can see, I ripped the crap out of this paper. I'm going to kind of piece it back together. And it gets camouflaged and you don't really notice. Besides, the papers are so busy anyway, you're not even going to notice it. I'm going to take multiple layers of this white tulle and place it behind the floral wreath. Now, in the video, there really isn't a lot of differentiation. Wow, like I said, my mind is running faster than my mouth. There is not a lot of differentiation. Like, you can't see the tool very well in the video, but in person, that center of the wreath area has softened a whole heck of a lot. So there is, a little bit of something there. No, I mean, I guess you could see a little bit here. You can see that the colors are a little more pale than what is outside of the paper wreath. So now I've got the photo, I've got all of the flowers, more flowers than you can shake a stick at. So I'm definitely meeting the prompt. Lord, I hope the prompt is floral today. I batched, scrapbooked the other day when after I opened at my store at 3:30 in the morning after I got off at work, I came home and scrapbooked a bunch. Scrapbooking is definitely a tension reliever and a de-stressor. So, guys, if I could just take a 2-hour bubble bath every day and scrapbook, life would be awesome. It'd just be awesome. What am I doing? I am choosing one of these big words. I'm using the pink one because it says love, because this is me and Christopher, and, we love each other. It's kind of sick. I made Lana laugh. Yeah. He's my best friend. I would rather be with him than anyone else in the world, and some people don't get that, and it's fine if you don't, and it's fine if you do. But anyways, as you guys know, we recently celebrated our 27th wedding anniversary. And I posted a photo of us on Facebook and just said something like, thankful or celebrating 27 years with this guy. For all of those that said we wouldn't make it, suck an egg. And I thoroughly mean that. Suck an egg and suck it hard, because there were so many people saying we were too young to get married and we would never make it. And here we are, and he loves me and I love him, and that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, guys, I kind of derailed there for a second. That's what happens when you're sleep deprived, because you're pulling 60 hours a week at work. But anyway, there's a little bit of the up close tool that you can see. So there is a texture there that you don't really get to see just in the plain video. Okay, for real, shutting up now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.